Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. My name is Lucas, and today we're going to be looking at different strategies to build backlinks. I'm going to go through the ins and outs of finding different companies and organizations to help you with, guest posts, niche edits. We're also going to go through some techniques on, how to kind of negotiate with them to bring your site or your content to their site. And obviously, it's very important that you have good content to provide to these partners of yours. So I'm going to be showing you how we can use a specific tool to generate great AI created blog posts. So we can send them over to these partners to include them as blog or guest blog posts inside of their websites to basically drive traffic from them onto your website. So if this sounds interesting for you guys, let's go ahead and get started. All right, so imagine we pick some specific area. In my case, I'm going to pick my surrounding area, which is, South Florida. And we go to this West Palm Beach area. We know that, boating is a big thing. We have golf as well, but there's also a lot of real estate development happening. And when new homes are being built, we need people to basically help us with, adding a roof, adding an electricity circuit inside of your home, plumbing, doors, all of that stuff. So we can pick some type of, niche like that. So I'm just going to search for door installation, and I'm just going to zoom in and pick one of these. So we have Dad's door and window. We have this one, which has 201 reviews. Winpact, which looks a little bit more corporate. And so I found this one called unlimitedwindowsdoors.com. It looks like a basic WordPress website with a contact form as a call to action. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get this link, copy it, and bring it into Ahrefs. And this specific business has a domain rating of 2.6, which is not very good. It has 66 backlinks. So the first thing that we can start doing is there's two ways. We can either look for companies and organizations to help us with adding our business into an existing post, or we can, write for a specific company or website that writes about this specific niche, right? So I'm going to open two tabs, and in the first tab, I'm going to write, I'm going to type in a specific niche, like maybe construction or door installation, and then space organization, right? So some type of like nonprofit organization that relates to this specific niche. So we can start seeing that there's these Gold Coast Builders Associations. So we can see here that we have this Gold Coast Builders Association. We can open that in a new tab. We have the ABC Florida East Coast chapter. And the key here is just to basically look for a bunch of them and add their domains into Ahrefs to kind of analyze the traffic that they're getting. So for example here, ABC Florida East Coast Associated Builders and Contractors. And if you scroll down, you can see here that they have a few logos that are basically linked or links to these other websites, right? Some of these websites also have a news or newsletter or blog section in their website where you can basically, include your website in as a link in their existing blog posts. But yeah, again, this is all like local SEO, right? These are like local organizations. And again, these are like local organizations, right? They're local to your area, creating local blog posts. But what you can also do is you can go ahead and go into Google and write something like this in URL, write for us door installation. So maybe there are a few companies out there like write for us garage doors. If you're building garage doors, you can actually create content for these types of websites. And again, you can bring these into Ahrefs to see how many visitors they get, how much traffic they get. You can also check their homepage to kind of see how the other blog posts are written. You can, for example, click on this one and can see, okay, they have the title, they have the date. It's pretty recent, right? They have some other recent posts, which is also good because maybe someone else is reading another post and can see your post over here. And the design is also looking good. You have different images, you have different links here and there, right? You have the ability to share, and there's also space for you for the author. So this one seems pretty cool if you're installing garage doors. And yeah, in most of these write for us pages, it gives you like the guest post guidelines, right? You have original content, word count, SEO optimization, tone, formatting, and then here's how to submit your guest posts. You have your article idea, completed draft, and you can send it to this specific email. And again, that door installation was pretty, unique But if you search for something like plumber, you get more results, right? You get, write for us, write for us, write for us. And you can kind of see the different websites that they have. Also, make sure that these websites that you're looking at are relevant to your business, right? You don't want them to be very general, where there's a bunch of different types of general traffic coming in to the website. You want it to be very niche related. That's going to help build, the authority of your website. So for example, this is right for us plumber services, and then you have lifestyle, business, food and drink, health, entertainment. So this one, for example, I would, try to stay away from if you're trying to look for a niche related guest blog post. But for example, this one, right for us guest posting opportunities at Heater's Hut. Heater's Hut, you can see the logo looks kind of like a water heater repair service in Sacramento, which is a little bit more niche. It's not so general like the other one that we just saw. But most of these websites require you to really, have a strict post guideline. And, you need original content, you need word count, SEO optimization, tone, formatting. This might seem like a lot of work. You might think that you can do it, easily with something like ChatGPT, and I would totally recommend you to do it with AI. What you can do is you can use a tool like Arval, and basically Arval, you can start off with 3 free articles. So you can basically generate 3 articles and send 3 different options to, one of these guest post websites. And when generating posts in Arvo, it includes everything, right? It includes text formatting, relevant images. You can upload your own images, or you can use AI that is basically integrated into Arval to create images. There's videos, there's links. You can basically feed Arval, your website sitemap, and it can have a good understanding of all of the different links that are inside of your website. So it can basically provide you with, excellent call to actions inside of this blog post. It can create a tailored table of contents for the specific blog post. And there's different types of articles you can create, right? There's SEO articles, which is the one that we would want to create in this instance, but you can also create AI news articles directly to your website, Amazon single product reviews, YouTube to blog posts. And then there's these other ones that are coming very soon, right? And if you were to click on, for example, SEO article, you can manually add different SEO keywords that you would want to add in this blog post, or you can import them with some type of CSV file. In this case, we can do like door installation, wooden doors. Let's add maybe a few more. Then basically for each keyword, you can generate, the article details. For example, you have the details, article title, outline, content, where you can basically choose the language, choose the country. Sometimes there's Spanish, for example, but there's different types of Spanish, like Argentinian Spanish or Mexican Spanish. You have the tone of voice that you can basically choose. You can choose something like funny or sarcastic or academic or whatever you have in mind. Choose the point of view of the person. Choose a formality. This is where you can, for example, connect your website. So connect web. This is the knowledge base, so it can basically get a up-to-date, overview of your website, of the different pages that you have. So it can provide you with the best links to these specific pages. We have different formatting, structure, internal linking, external linking, images, like I said before, images that you can basically add or, create with AI. And you can obviously leave everything empty just to see what AI does by itself. And then this one, for example, was completely generated with AI, even the title, Essential Guide to Door Installation, Tips for a Seamless Upgrade. And when clicking on it, for example, you can see, this is obviously very default information because I didn't add any type of connection to my website. I'm not a door installer, but if you would, you would basically get these internal links, a bunch of these different internal links that would link to a specific, in this case, door material site or interior door installation guide. And then, for example, in here, there would be some type of call to action. There's an FAQ at the bottom. And as you can see, there's also different types of generated images with this wooden door look and feel. And again, if you don't like something here, you can obviously just go ahead here and just select certain things. You can rewrite certain sections. You can simplify them with AI. You can rewrite them manually, make them longer, make them shorter, make it a list, make it a table. It's so flexible, this tool. But yeah, once you're done with this, what you can also do is you can go ahead and export this. So, in order to export this, you can just basically just copy everything. You can copy the article down here. You can download the article as a zip file. And as easy as that, you basically have all of these different things that they're asking for the guest post guidelines. And basically you can just submit your article and that's it. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video today. We went through a few strategies on how to build backlinks, and basically we went through this awesome tool that allows you to build amazing guest posts that you can basically pitch to these different companies and knock on each one of their doors online and basically provide them with a high quality blog post that they would want to add on their page. So yeah, that's all from my side. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.